offense getting set for first down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback. Nope.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Makes a catch at the 15. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Cal! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Maffa. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. First down here for the offense. The give to the tailback. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
He wants to pass it on second down. Caught near the sideline, it's Moore. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Looking to move it through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Briningstool. You're not getting him on the ground. Still on his feet. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come over.
They'll try the right side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Clemson jumps to the line.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Motion from the offense. On third down, going up top. That's caught. It's Williams. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Quick tempo here for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Strong belief in this running game as he powers his way ahead and picks up 8. It's 4th and 1. Try to get it on the ground. Crossing the 30, he's got away. Ripping And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
If you don't have good vision, you're not going to be a middle of field safety. You got a lot of ground to cover from hash to hash. You better be able to see the quarterback. You better be able to see routes and break on the football. Nice job seeing the formation, seeing the route, breaking on it, and making the interception.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Turns it loose. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hunter. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Offense in a bunch formation. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. And those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Scanning the field, it's Mendoza. He fires one deep over the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
A 1st down run in the red zone. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and what a good job by the pass rush. Get into the QB and putting the lick on him as he's throwing the football. That's what you want. It doesn't matter about sacks. You got to get quarterback hits.
Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that one down a little further. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll call for the fair catch here. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And this veteran quarterback just overshot his man that time.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Takes a shot. Finds him out of the backfield.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Got it in the middle. It's Hill. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Looking to go up top on first down. Got him downfield. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal, showing off that power fullback. And the Golden Bears will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Quarterback all over the place trying to make a play, but eventually he goes down. Wise coaches say a free safety can't play if he doesn't do what he's coached to do. He also can't play if he only does what he's coached to do. Instincts there.
It's real good instinct. And you're right, Reese. If you always do the same thing over and over,
Looking for a huge play. And Gets away from one, finds room. Taking it the other way. The 40. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The offense lining up for a first down play. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Catch in the middle, it's up. And so you got a guy who makes a play downfield like that. How anxious do you think they're going to be to continue in man coverage?
Yeah, I don't know, Reese. They're going to need a plan. They're going to maybe want to think about more zone coverage or maybe even bracketing this running back if he decides to come out of the backfield, because right now they don't seem to have an answer for him.
What a great job by the wide receiver getting the first down. We all see it, right? We're watching TV. We see the yellow line. Like, don't you get to the first down. Great job knowing where the first down was, putting his head down, getting the first down.
Caught in the backfield, it's up. Got enough space. Touchdown, Golden Bear. What a grab and go for the score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. 2nd and 10 here. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. He'll take another shot here. Makes the grab down the left side. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, he's making it look easy out there snagging that pass. Sammy Watkins, Mike Williams, T. Higgins. Great Clemson receivers in recent years. These guys just got open. They found a way with their speed and their route running ability.
The ball squirted out. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. Clemson is quick to the line.
It's so hard to force fumbles. And when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling. You're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender. But the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. He's going to pass. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick 6, but he needs to be more accurate.
They'll run this play from the pistol. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Trying to escape and get it himself. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. In the red area, it's Mamba. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You could see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger race. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
He's got it in the end zone for the two as they trim more off of that lead. So a drive there of 85 yards. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Give to the running back. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking to throw, it's Mendoza. A little release to the back. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Caught in the backfield. It's off. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they're executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
And they get him down at the 43. Time here. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's up. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. Got his man downfield. You know this sophomore has a big arm, and there were some revolutions on that one. That was a really well-run route on the curl and pick up the first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job, too, by the receiver, getting his depth and then finding space in between the defenders, giving his quarterback a nice target.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's at the 10. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cal!
Nice touchdown run. This is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to do that crease, and the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. A nice touchdown run.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the fourth. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. first down. Here comes this offense. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Looking to the big tight end. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. Clemson jumps to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. From the red zone, looking for a space. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds. And
got some room and to the goal line. Sticking with the running game and finding enough space to get 8, it leaves them with a 4th and 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And listen, you had to take a shot. You got to make something happen. Somebody has to make a play. To get back in this ball game, down a couple of scores, and now the defense has to come out, make some kind of miracle happen, maybe score, and then you got to kick and get an onside. A lot of things have to go right from here on out.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for space. It's hot. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Release to the back. That's caught. It's up.
Man, I love on 3rd down. I know I have a running back that can beat guys. Whether you want to cover me with a linebacker or a safety, I can run an angle route, and I can have success because my quarterback knows exactly when he's going to break, and that defense is not going to beat my running back.
And the Golden Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. A little sports history, David. Upset is the only horse ever to defeat Man of War. And that's why we call games like this an upset.
I really had no clue that was a real thing. But I do know this is an upset.